Yo, what's up? I'm Reptile, and this is Mr. Commander Theater 100. This is our follow-up video to the showcase that we did before. And yeah, just like before, it's Raffine, same decks, Raffine, Alela, Tatyova, and the Dragon. Just gonna see how it goes. I go first again, luckily. We'll see if I don't waste it and die first again. So here, another explosive turn. It's not Raffine out, but it's Soul Ring into Ornithopter Paradise, so I do have a lot of mana. I could play Raffine next turn if I really wanted to, so some options.
Would you play him if you could? Or would you hold off? Or you just wait to see what everybody else does?
Raffine?
Yeah.
I guess at this point in my hand, I remember keeping this hand and I had another land in hand, so I could go for Raffine, but I also had, I forget which other creature in my hand, so I really kind of wanted to put my creatures down first, and then just get as many attack triggers with Raffine as possible, because I feel like, given how good Raffine was before, it's going to be targeted. And here's that Carpet of Flowers. If you watched the last game, you're like, man, this is a really good pot to have Carpet of Flowers against.
Yeah, it is. It's not bad. Though there's only one island so far, but again, only turn one.
Mm-hmm. And Carpet of Flowers can't get Toxic Deluged.
Ah, too soon.
Too soon, yeah. Poor bird.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Mm-hmm. Witching Well coming out, Dr. Ruski just going for the value, playing his cantrip artifacts. Well, not cantrip, but pretty good value.
Yeah, card selection, I guess we describe.
He did play a Tundra, so now I don't have to feel bad about going and playing this Misty Rainforest. I think I get my own Tundra? Yeah, it was kind of like the last game. I kind of wanted to keep it going. I was like, I remember we all had Tundras. Like, 2D Mana Crypts.
Excluding people.
Yeah.
Not as fast for resting and Dr. Whiskey this game with no mana crypt, turn 1 and turn 0.
No, here's my Ranger Captain again, which is great. Here I was like, okay, now here, I'm not going to get Ballista. I'm not going to do this to myself again and make myself the target. Just go get the Esper Sentinel, be smart and actually grind out the game rather than, seeing the opportunity and just jumping at it. So.
Yeah, especially early turns, right? People are going to be playing their mana rocks or ram spells, and you'll at least draw a card or two out of it.
Yeah. Esper Sentinel really coming clutch, and with Raffine, really, really good synergy, making the power tougher, and actually having Esper Sentinel be more than just, something that just sits on the board until someone decides to kill it.
Yeah, I mean, there's one card right there.
Yep, there's my Arcane Signet, and at this point, I really don't blame anyone for trying to ramp, because, you have your land royal, so you have Carpet, I have everything here, so...
I have my Lana War Elf. I went for a very greedy play of natural order. Yeah,
here...
Oh, man.
So I've never seen your build of the Tatyova deck. I just get scared, and I always think it's going to be a Protean Hulk, where it's going to be something big. I remember you were telling me earlier that it was going to be AC.
Yep. That was a selection.
I didn't even know what you were going to get, but that was. I'm still glad I did it, even though it's not Hulk. If it's going to be AC.
Yeah, I mean, if I were to get her right next turn, I get to play Tatyova, right? 1-2 if I get a land, and then with AC, I'm just drawing 2 cards, and essentially we're back to the late game from the previous game on turn 3, which will be
yeah, and
nice.
I do not want to see that again. At least from the perspective of someone playing at the table trying to win, I do not want to see that again. As a viewer, great content.
Top Esper gets played, so you actually got 2 cards out of turn rotation with Espers thus far, so not a bad play.
I did. I forgot to ask you about your natural order because I was too busy force of willing it. It spooked me. But here I got to play Raffine and go in for the... Oh, actually, I don't go for the attack sword. I decided Imp Seal since I get my draw discard. At this point, I think I had either Oracle or Tainted Pact. I'm pretty sure I had Thassa's Oracle in my hand that I drew earlier on. And I Imp Seal here for a Tainted Pact, just in case, something crazy happens, someone else, Dr. Vuski decides to try to win the game with his own. I can go for Pact Negation and just pivot. So it seemed like the best play here. I just go in and swing, giving all my counters to the Esper Sentinel, because having to pay more than 1 on Esper Sentinel just means you get to draw cards for free.
Yeah, I think you discarded. You swung both at resting and I, so each took 3 out of the deal. So I know we didn't show the Esper Sentinel dices there yet, but he is a 3/3 at this point. Dr. Vuski loves playing his Secret Lair troll lands.
It's such a good. I actually like that land. I like the fact that it's like Pringles 2 as well, just because it's so over the top.
You can like spot it again from like across the table
Mm-hmm.
in the collection. Yeah, going for the Padim just to get some value, since you'll essentially have more artifacts most of the time. Since I see you Tainted Pact and then I see a silence effect, I went for the rapid hybridization to kill it. So like, at least I can interact with whatever it's coming next.
Mm-hmm. I decided to sacrifice in response to what you did, just that way I'm like, okay, let's see. It's slowed down.
Yeah. And I did pay for the Esper as a responsible human being.
Did you have anything else that you could play during your turn?
I think I have. No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a good point.
Yeah. So there's another card from the Esper coming in close, giving you 3 cards.
Oh yeah, this is awesome. And then he's also doing damage. That's one amazing thing I like about Esper Sentinel more in this deck than any other, is it turns into something that's it's already something you need to look out for. I feel like it's more annoying in other decks. In this deck, it's like, man, it's beating me up, and I can't pay for it, even if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Do you keep putting counters on it, or now do you just distribute the counters so you're not, investing all your eggs in one basket?
I usually just like here. I would still put the counters on it, because then its power would go up to 5, and it's just that's. If you're gonna pay an Esper Sentinel for 5, that means you're not casting Tatyova, you're not casting like the Urdrak. You're essentially it makes it free. But Drannith Magistrate makes it so that way none of those get cast. I forgot I played that card.
Yeah, there's a little stacks aspect of it, a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it's
I also
a staple in a white deck.
Yeah, if you have white, you're running this card. A one-sided 2 mana. You guys don't get to play the game the way it was intended to be played. That's an amazing card.
Don't mind if I do.
And I do have the combo in hand, but I decided not to go for it because it seemed a little fishy that my Ranger Captain of Eos, was rapid hybridization.
Yeah.
Because that means I couldn't silence the board. So that means there's probably a counterspell coming, and I don't want to do that. So here I decided, hey, why don't we just go for the beats? Like my commander gives me the ability to push damage through, and I feel like I have the board locked, and I'm in a really solid position.
Yeah, absolutely. So. And yeah, Dr. Vusk is just moving his playing along, playing artifacts, getting to his combo essentially, or setting up for it.
Yep, and he also draws me a card every time he has to play the artifact, so
sure does.
I felt like it was pretty good. You're more revolved around creatures and like your lands, and I turned off Tatyova, so I'm like, okay, the Esper Sentinel is fine. Going this way. I think I've been swinging at you, right?
Yeah, I have been the only one that's getting beat down.
And here's the Crux of Fate.
Really happy about this card. Really sad with that fun song.
I didn't like to see it because I was like, man, like I invested a lot into this board. I do have the combo in my hand, so it's great to see interaction gone. Synergistic does decide to Cycrypt.
Yeah,
the Soul Ring.
And that's just to get the Storm count up, because I have a Flustered Storm in hand. I'm 100% down with this Crux of Fate, because I have nothing going on and I need to play my commander. I have a fetch land in my hand, so that's at least 3 cards. Yeah, so yeah, the last card in my hand is a fetch land.
Okay, yeah, that was. I see why we do that. That's it's a good play. And at this point, it's more on Dr. Vuski. I see he still has 2 mana open. I really have no protection, but this is one of the best times to go for it. So I go for the Tainted Pact, leaving 2 cards in my deck, and
yep, got super baited by the Crux of Fate. That's a good play on Raffine, comboing off. Pretty quick one, if you will.
Yeah, and I mean, okay, that combo is in every single blue and black deck, but I think one of the things that Raffine showed was its ability to have the board of, my stacks creatures and my value creatures like Esper Sentinel and Drannith Magistrate become threats, and that had to be answered. Otherwise, I still, if Crux of Fate was countered and he saved it, I didn't have to go for Oracle Team Impact. I could just keep going my game plan of putting counters on Raffine, targeting one player or the player who I thought was the most threatening, which probably would have ended up being Dr. Vuski. I would have switched.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, overall, Raffine great. What do you think about it? It was a pretty short game.
Yeah, I think we did pretty good. I think, you finally walk amongst the winners now for Mystery Commander
Yeah,
Peter.
it's great. All my decks here are featured, and finally they're like, wow, finally they win. Every single one is just me getting my ass kicked, and I'm like, dude, no wonder no one's gonna want to listen to the things I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
feels
aside from
good.
that, yeah, pretty good deck. I know you were super excited to put that combo together since I think you even put Raffine into the graveyard, so...
I did. I just completely forgot about it, and I just left it in the grave because it's like, okay, I either win here or I don't.
Yeah, again, a little sad for your dragon didn't get to do as much. I think this will be the last time we see the Ur Dragon for a while. I think it's gonna go fly home, be a little sad, go back to a little lower, lower
It'll
power.
be around, but
Yeah.
it won't be. It'll be more in terms of like these showcase videos. We're really trying to see how the deck does. We're gonna try to go up against more established things in the meta game, depending if it's like high power cEDH. What's good at even like what's the really good stuff at mid power. I don't know too much when we start going down there. It seems to just be whatever you're playing, but.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that wraps it up for us, folks. Don't forget to check out the deck list in the description below. And thanks for watching.
Yeah, it's awesome. Thank you. Have a good one.